Amebiasis is widespread. However, the disease burden is heavier in developing countries given lower socioeconomic conditions and poorer sanitation. This disease is estimated to afflict around 48 million people a year, resulting in an estimated 70,000 deaths annually. This map illustrates the prevalence of amebiasis in 3 different populations, specifically the general population, the HIV-infected population, and in school children. The areas marked in red represent locations where reported cases are greater than 10%, namely parts of North and Sub-Saharan Africa, Southern and Southeast Asia, Central and South America. E. histolytica is transmitted via the fecal-oral route. This transmission most commonly occurs when contaminated water and uncooked fruits and vegetables are consumed. However, sexual transmission is also possible in the event of fecal-oral contact, which explains why male homosexuals are at increased risk of infection. The parasite itself exists in 2 distinct stages during its life cycle, namely as a cyst and as a trophozoite. The mature cyst is found in the formed stool of its human host. It is highly infectious, as the ingestion of even a single cyst may be sufficient for full-blown illness. Moreover, its inherent resistance allows it to remain viable in the environment for weeks. After ingestion, the organism excists or emerges from the cyst in the intestine in the trophozoite form, at which point it actively feeds and replicates. These trophozoites can either pass in the stool in a non-infectious form, or they can encyst into new mature cysts that are infectious, or they can cause invasive disease by eroding into the intestinal wall, entering the circulatory system, and resulting in extraintestinal manifestation. Here is a microscopic view of the parasite in its various stages. In the upper left-hand corner are trophozoites. As you can see, 2 of them have consumed red blood cells. These trophozoites are indicative of invasive disease and are called hematophagous trophozoites. Trophozoites tend to reside in the lumen of the cecum and ascending colon, where they actively absorb nutrients and multiply. Eventually, they can invade the intestinal wall, as shown on the right. Trophozoites that continue to transit through the colon may encyst, allowing them to infect a new host and to restart the whole life cycle once again. In the lower left-hand corner is an example of a mature cyst, with its characteristic 4 nuclei and centrally placed endosome.